Thanks very much for joining us, and can I say it's a great pleasure to be here with the National Secretary, Louise Tarrant, of the Liquor and Miscellaneous Workers Union, the LHMWU, to make an important announcement about the Clean Start campaign. People would probably be aware that the union for a number of years now, indeed I think one of our workers said for 8 years, has been running a campaign to make a difference in the cleaning industry. Too many Australian cleaners work in circumstances where they're not properly paid, they're not properly trained, they're the subject of victimisation and discrimination. And there are many reputable employers around the country who treat their own staff decently and well, who have inadvertently entered into a cleaning contract with a cleaning company that treats its workers badly. The purpose of the Clean Start campaign has been to draw that to the attention of Australian employers. And the Clean Start campaign has also been making the point that in the cleaning industry, there are reputable employers who want to treat their own staff well, but obviously are under competitive pressure from the operators who aren't treating their staff decently. Well, we want to make sure that everybody who cleans buildings like the one we're standing in today is treated decently. That's the purpose of the Clean Start campaign. It's been joined now by many reputable employers who are making sure that the people who come and clean their buildings are treated well at work. The Australian government is going to join the Clean Start campaign. The Australian government obviously has many office buildings which require cleaning, and when we contract with the companies that clean those buildings, we will be part of the Clean Start campaign to make sure that the people who come and do that cleaning are treated well. As an employer, the Australian government strives itself to treat the people it employs with respect and decently. We want to make sure that through the power of government money and government purchasing, that we're also making that happen for people who clean Australian government properties. I'll turn now to Louise for some comments and then we'll take any questions.
This is a great day for cleaners around Australia. For the first time on July 1, they got new rights under the new Fair Work laws, but now the government, as a major business player in the cleaning industry, is going to use its purchasing power to really impact the behaviour of contractors around the country. And what we'll now see through the words of Gillard today is that those reputable employers that do the right thing, that train their staff, that provide safe and healthy environments, proper workloads, they'll be rewarded with government contracts. Public money will go into public benefit, providing good, fair and productive workplaces. This is a great outcome. Our cleaners have been campaigning for years for this sort of result. We've now got a federal Labor government that's delivered not only the laws, but the real intent of fair work workplaces that will be both productive but also fair for workers. This is a really good day for cleaners.
Is it a recognition, Ms Gillard, that in the past government contracts have been awarded to non-reputable contractors?
Well, obviously I can't speak for everything that's happened in the past. This government is less than 2 years old, but I imagine that for the Australian government, just like for some of our big reputable employers, they've let their cleaning contracts without making inquiries about the circumstances of employment of the people who are going to come and do the cleaning. People have dealt with it as a business decision, they've gone out to tender or looked for contract cleaners and found them. So the importance of the union campaign has been to bring to the attention of employers that there are these problems in the cleaning industry and they can use the power of their purchasing dollar to make a difference to it. And obviously the Australian government wants to use the power of our purchasing dollar to make a difference.
This is one of our cleaners from Canberra who works in a government building.
I was asked to speak about Clean Start. I've been a cleaner for over 20 years. I actually feel like a grown-up, that I have an enterprise bargaining agreement. Then I no longer have to beg or apologise for a pay rise, that what I do is valued and my job is worthwhile. and that every time that a contract's coming up for renewal, that I won't have to worry about whether or not I'll be re-employed, whether or not I'll have to work harder, whether or not I'll have the time to do the job. And it's about making, but just not just for cleaners, about making the job better. It's about that my employer will be valued because he does the right thing by his cleaners. And then that the client and the building owner will know that when they use Clean Start contractors, that they're getting a worthwhile job and a quality product and a quality service, and that most of all, you have happy cleaners.